In a change to tonight's scheduled programming, the Mottram CC quiz now comes to you live on Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by the BSF Productions. Ladies, gentlemen, friends and pets, welcome to the Mottram CC virtual quiz. And here he is, your hostess with the mostess, the vivacious Stephen Fielding.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I've been described as many things over the years. Vivacious is probably not one of them. Well, thank you nonetheless. Good evening, all. I hope this finds everybody well at this time of national crisis and uncertainty. Got 4 rounds of top quizzing for us tonight to try and keep us entertained and tie us over. Before we kick off, we've got a few sort of thank yous and bits of admin just to sort out. But before we get to that, I'm conscious that we do have some IT illiterate members who may have struggled with the registration process. Thus, Stephen, who's in my earpiece here, and he's at the back end. So he's at the back end and I'm at the front end, apparently. That's the terminology we've been using. Back end in a different garage, but let's keep it clean. It's a family quiz. So Stephen's going to get it on. Stephen, can you bring up how people should have registered for this, just in case anybody's missed this? Absolutely seamless. Seamless, this. Cheers, folks. What's that, Steve? We're struggling? Okay, we're struggling. Okay. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're carrying on with the registration. The back. Easily. So in terms of team names, just before we get into some of the other things, we've had some absolute corkers in already. A few of my favourites from Harry Moore. I'm bold and it kills me inside. Thanks, Harry. We've also got Jedi on Lockdown from Jed and Diane. Very nice, very nice. Hugh Janus from James Dadge. Social Quistancing, but my favourite of all is from Luke Flanagan, actually, with My Wife Can't Wrestle, but you should see her box. Come on, it's a clean quiz, lads. It's clean quiz, but I liked it nonetheless. So very good indeed. So before we get cracking, just a few thank yous from my end. Obviously, as you can see from the sort of production, and as you'll see as we work through, there's a bit of effort that's gone into this, and particularly from Stephen Scott and Michael Beach. So chaps, thank you very much for putting so much effort into this. I can tell that you've both been furloughed this week. You've got enough time to get this together. So thanks, chaps. Still looking at home, Steve? Okay, nice. Okay, so thanks to all sort of club sponsors as ever, particularly the kit sponsors. I thought I'd don the whites tonight, as it's going to be pretty much the only opportunity I get to use it all season. But thank you to all sort of club sponsors for their help and support. And there's a few more sort of thank yous, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. So without further ado, before we do just a little toast to health and health. I assume that everybody got a drink. Make sure you get yourself a drink and keep yourself hydrated, folks. I'm with Yuri Geller tonight. So to health and happiness, chaps and ladies. Continued health to everyone out there and your loved ones. Cheers. Okay, right. So 4 rounds of quizzing tonight. Round 1 is a picture round. You'll see the pictures on your answer sheet, but they will just play through on a loop on screen. Then we will move to general knowledge as round 2. Round 3 is a list quiz where you'll be asked to provide 4 lists of 5. So there'll be different sort of categories that you need to essentially provide 5 answers for each category. We'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit later on. And round 4 being a bit of a pick and mix. There's sort of three little sections in there, 15 marks, but reasonably straightforward. What's that? Sorry, Stephen. Can I move my phone off the table because it's vibrating on the stream? Okay, no problem, Stephen. There you go. Oh, thanks, Mike. So shall we just move on to round 1? Should we start without further ado? Yeah. How to get the answer sheet? Look at that. I mean, it's seamless presenting this, isn't it? It really is. You can get the answer sheet from the main screen on the website. So main screen on the website, you'll see round 1 picture quiz. Get that open. I think we're going to give about 10 minutes here. And what we're looking for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with the pictures, there are 5 cars. So you're going to see 5 cars. I need the manufacturer of the particular vehicle. There's then 5 flags, and apologies, we've done flags a lot. I know we've done flags a lot, but the nice landscape things that go into the picture nicely. So yeah, we've got some flags. Obviously, need the country. We've then got 5 sporting trophies. We need the sport of the trophy that's up for grabs, and then last but not least, we have 5 drummers, and we need the band that the drummer is in. Just a point of clarification on number 17. The drummer in number 17 has been in 2 bands. I need the band that he's currently a member of. So that's the broad outline. We're going to give around 10, 11, 12. Should we do 10 minutes to start? 10 minutes to start, I think. Let's give 10 minutes, Steve. I can get that on the clock. But everybody, fire open the picture round on the website. Best of luck and get cracking. Yes, I am, yeah. Okay. A little bit of background for you whilst you're putting that all in. Just a little bit of a fact about sports trophy. All very Alan Partridge this, but just to try and voice over this particular interlude. The America's Cup is the most famous and most prestigious regatta in the sport of sailing and is the oldest sporting trophy in the world. I'm sure that's a piece of information that we've all been dying to hear. The cup itself is an ornate silver-plated Britannia metal bottomless ewer crafted in 1848 by Gerard. So the regatta's origins date back to August 2020, 22nd of August 1851. And America won by 20 minutes. Very nice, very nice indeed. Just whilst we're on, good morning to Oliver Andrew and Zach Guilfoyle, who are in all the way from Australia. Morning, chaps. Hope you're doing well. And Ollie, hope to see you soon once the embargoes are lifted on international travel. Yes, chaps. So just a reminder on the pictures, the cars, it's got to be the manufacturer of the car. Not interested in the model. Manufacturer, please. Flags, self-explanatory. The trophies, looking for the sports in which you would win these trophies. And last but not least, we have drummers, notwithstanding the fact that number 17 needs to be his current band. Bit of an easier picture round, in my opinion, but there we go. Question in on the stream from Dan Martin. Has Stefan put weight on? So I think what I'd say, Dan, I think the growth of the Tom Hanks castaway beard certainly not helping the framing of the face. But no doubt when I came to put these whites on earlier on, let's just say that the sizing is now inappropriate. There's a full-on beer gut. And listen, I'll be taking the isolating period, be using my 1 day's exercise wisely with a long run to try and shift some of this to weight. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. So, also, just another thing while we're on, chaps and ladies, we've got 4 prizes for tonight in terms of we've got a prize for the winner of each round. If there's a tie, then we'll have some sort of draw to try and determine a winner. Given the current circumstances, the prizes will essentially be procured from Amazon, and it will be some sort of time killer. I don't know. I think mindless sort of game to play on a tabletop, something like that. Something that costs about £5. I've thrown 20 quid into the prize fund. And then the overall winner of the night's quiz will probably receive about £20 worth of drinks for the cricket club from yours truly, as and when the restrictions are lifted. So that's what we're playing for tonight, folks. We've got about 4 minutes left on the pictures. Good game's a quick game and all that. And Mum, I think Mum's playing along at home. Mum, I think with respect, there could be some tricky moments for you in this quiz tonight. But I think number 4 in this picture round, should really see you off nicely. So we're coming up to 2 minutes to go. So I think the way we're going to play it is we're going to roll down the time and then probably just a couple of minutes to tidy up and submit. And then we'll move on to general knowledge. Okay, points of clarification from James Dadge in relation to number 17, which I think we cleared up earlier, that I wanted the I want the band that he's in now. James has, of course, pulled me up with on technicality. He's jumped in 3 bands. Yeah, whatever, James. I want the most recent band, James. So that's that. We've got 45 seconds left, and then a bit of tidying up and submission. Then we'll move on to general knowledge. Just so you know, we're having a break after the general knowledge round of about 5-10 minutes so that we can all charge our glasses and carry on with the rest of the quiz. Okay, so timer down. So I think on my laptop clock here, I call it 2019. So let's just have 60 seconds just to tidy up. And then when I say hit, then please submit. And we can move on with round 2. Okay, so it looks like we've got all the contestants in. We've got 60 teams playing tonight, which is a fabulous effort and fabulous support. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're just going up to 21 minutes past, so I'm going to have to insist that we all hit submit. $20 teams to submit. So if we can submit, 15 teams to submit. If we can submit. Dad reckons he's got full marks. Perhaps so, Dad, perhaps so. But, you know, listen, certain aspects of this quiz have been toned down, but rest assured that when we get on, there are a couple of little tricky spots to navigate your way through. So we'll just see, Dad, we'll see. Okay, 21 minutes past. I'm going to insist that we call that close and we crack on with the general knowledge round. No. So what was we're still awaiting 10 teams, but I'm going to insist that they're submitted, or we may well have to consider disqualification because we're about to go on to round 2 and we can't have background Googling, I'm afraid. So I'm going to have to insist they're submitted in the next 10-15 seconds. Because I'm going on to round 2. So round 2, accessed again through the club website. If you go onto the website, you'll get Google Doc 2 if you want to get that up, and we're on to general knowledge. 15 questions here. So the answer sheets are now live on the website, so you should be able to get onto number 2. Just give everyone a moment to get up answer sheet number 2. Steve's asking me to mention the test card. You're on about the picture of me with, oh, that, yeah. If we do have any technical difficulties throughout tonight, then this will pop up, at which stage Stephen Scott's voice will dub over. And feel, understand that the quiz will continue if I do drop off. So that's the dub card you'll see if we are having any technical difficulties. Okay. Right. So I think we should have had enough time now to get Google Doc 2 open for round 2. So we've got 15 general knowledge questions coming at you here now. Stephen, are you ready? What you're going to see is you're going to see me read the question. And as I'm reading the question, what you should see, if Stephen's doing his job correctly, you should see the question come up. Like down here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, question 1 on the general knowledge in round 2 of tonight's quiz. Nice and straightforward. The Grand Canyon is located in which US state? So that's question 1 on the general knowledge tonight. The Grand Canyon is located in which US state? Okay. Just so we're clear, we're going to carry them on through, but right at the end of this round, I will run through all the questions once, just in case you've missed any, and then give you a little bit of a moment to submit ahead of a short drinks break. So don't panic. Don't panic if you're slightly behind the 8 ball. These questions will reappear shortly. So question 2. An Aperol Spritz contains 3 liquids. Or traditional Aperol Spritz contains 3 liquids: Aperol, soda water, and what else? So that's question number 2. A traditional Aperol Spritz contains 3 liquids: Aperol liqueur, soda water, and what else? Yeah. Okay. Question number 3. So in the film The Full Monty, and the soundtrack to The Full Monty, a great film based in Sheffield, which band sang the song "You Sexy Thing"? Down, no, 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 no. Down, no, 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 no. Where did you come from, baby? Enough of that. Enough of that. Okay. Okay, next up question number 4. There are multiple choice here. So which television program aired first? Ready, Steady, Cook or MasterChef? So which television series aired first? Ready, Steady, Cook or MasterChef? For the avoidance of doubt, I'm looking for the original series that was first aired. So in the case of Ready, Steady, Cook, I'm looking for, the one with Ainsley Harriott and co, rather than the enigma that is Ryland Clark. It appears that if you want to resurrect anything nowadays, just get Ryland Clark to do it. Just get him to do it. He'll fill in, won't he? He'll resurrect it. Anyway, not my favourite person. Okay, question 5. We're on to 5. So one for the Western lovers. In Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, who played the Sundance Kid? So in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, who played the Sundance Kid? A bit of feedback on the picture round from Liam Wright, who suggested that them flags were, and I quote, well hard. Well, Liam, if you think the flags were hard, mate, when you get to round 4, 6 to 10, I suggest that you just go and pop the kettle on, mate. Just pop the kettle on. But won't be one for you, that one, I don't think, mate. Okay, question 6 will come with this will come with a bit of a disclaimer, folks. So by the number of units, which company manufactures the most tires every year? And the disclaimer that you'll get for this, I'm not a huge fan of these questions usually. You really need to think outside the box here. So question 6 is, by number of units, which company manufactures the most tires every year? Again, one of these that you really need to think outside the box slightly. Beach is asking me, is it a trick question? No, not a trick question, but you're just going to think slightly outside the box. Okay, so that's 6. So question 7, which Stieg Larsson novel was made into a film in 2011? So that's question number 7. In 2011, which Steve Larsson which Stieg Larsson novel was made into a film in 2011? Beachy, how are we getting on with the marking? Can you just come in the back? Okay, well, halfway through the first round. Okay. Because I mean, folks, will we have an announcement of tonight's winner? Maybe. I think we should be able to get through the marking quickly enough. If we don't, we'll be coming back tomorrow night for the quiz, the results, which will be like Strictly Come Dancing, but crap. Yeah, there'll be no Len Goodman, let me tell you. So question number 8. Mary Queen of Scots was a member of which house? So Mary Queen of Scots was a member of which house? One for all the primary school teachers out there. This is likely to be on the curriculum. Yeah. No, it's not our house in the middle of the street, Michael. Okay, question 9. Let's move on swiftly. Number 9. So taking you over to board games now. So Scrabble. How many points for the use of the letter K in a game of Scrabble? So that's question number 9. It's how many points are awarded for use of the letter K in an original game of Scrabble. And I believe that even though there have been lots of subsequent sort of rebrandings and whatnot to try and get folk in, I believe the tiling scoring system has always been the same. But nonetheless, we're in the original game of Scrabble. How many for the letter K? Yes. So a question is it from James Spencer? So from James Spencer coming in here asking, can we let everybody know if James Dadge doesn't get full marks? James, I'm more than happy to publish James Dadge's paper so that we can fully scrutinise any inconsistencies, any subpar performances. from James Dad. So we can all have a little bit of a laugh at his expense as and when. Okay, question 10. Let's move on. So excuse the horrific French accent. What day of the week is vendredi? Vendredi. That is supposed to be French, not South African. So, I mean, I fit in around Paris for sure, but let's have it right. What day of the week is vendredi? That's question 10. Okay, hello to Martin Knight, who's having a great time. When you're on your own, Martin, but he seems to have had a few. He's had a few beers. Go easy, Martin. Go easy, Martin. It's only half past 8. It's only half past 8. Plenty of time here. Okay, question 11. Which are the only birds known to be capable of flying backwards? Now, I expect James Dad's to get that. Which are the only birds known to be capable of flying backwards? Yes. James Dadge, big fan of birds. If anybody's looking for something to do during the isolation period, and given that we've come into spring, just follow James Dadge's Facebook. He has a nest cam, and a couple of they are tits, aren't they? The birds they nestle down there and make sweet love. Okay, question 12. Which golfer won the Open Championship in 2002 and again in 2012? So not a big fan of giving clues, but given the span there, you've got to be thinking about somebody whose success in the game has a reasonable longevity. So which golfer won the Open Championship in 2002 and 2012? Popular winner. Thanks, James. Yes, yes, we really will be scrutinising that. So, question 13. So, of the coins in UK circulation, which is the most numerous? So, what we're looking for here is, in terms of pieces that are actually in circulation, which is the most numerous? So that's question 13. Of the coins in UK circulation, which is the most numerous? Yeah. So it's a communal quiz tonight, folks. So anybody playing along, feel free to continue to add your comments on the Facebook or the YouTube channel. Can't quite believe that we've got it. Can't quite believe that we've got a YouTube channel. Wasn't so long ago that we didn't have a set of covers. So quite incredible. Anyway, on we go. On we go. Question 14, second from last in the general knowledge round. We've got who was the Chancellor of the Exchequer during Gordon Brown's premiership? So that's question 14. Who was the Chancellor of the Exchequer during Gordon Brown's premiership? Now, for those not as affair with politics, that's to say that when Gordon Brown was the Prime Minister, essentially. Yes, any comments? Sorry, thanks, Steve. Any comments can also be fired up on the Mottram Twitter page at Mottram Cricket. So we've had 14. Who was the Chancellor of the Exchequer during Gordon Brown's premiership? And the last question of this particular round is question 15. So it's a who said. So who said, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. So that's question 15. Who said, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last? Probably me at the conclusion of tonight's quiz. So that's the 15 questions on the general knowledge, folks. I'm just going to quickly run through them again and then ask everybody to hit submit. And then we're going to have about a 5-minute break whilst I get a couple more Uri Gellers. And then we'll crack on with round 3 and 4. So just to run through them, question 1. The Grand Canyon is located in which US state? Question 2, Aperol Spritz contains 3 liquids: Aperol, soda water, and question 3, from the film The Full Monty and the soundtrack, which band sang You Sexy Thing? Question 4, which television program aired first? Ready, Steady, Cook or MasterChef? Question 5, in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, who played the Sundance Kid? So that's in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Who played the Sundance Kid? By number of units, number 6, by number of units, which company manufactures the most tires each year? Question 7, which Stieg Larsson novel was made into a film in 2011? Stieg, I believe the pronunciation. Question 8, Mary Queen of Scots was a member of which house? I feel like we might have had that on the quiz before, you know, but yeah, maybe. But listen, we'll see what people's memories like, won't we? We'll see whether people learn from these exercises. The question 9, how many points for the use of the letter K in Scrabble? Question 10 is, what day of the week is vendredi? 11, which are the only birds known to be capable of flying backwards? 12, which golfer won the Open Championship in 2002 and 2012? I did watch 2012 live, actually. Like I said, popular winner. 13, of the coins in UK circulation, which is the most numerous? 14, who was Chancellor of the Exchequer during Gordon Brown's premiership? And 15, who said, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. So there is the general knowledge round. So I make the time 20 to 9. So I'm going to propose a 10-minute comfort break. Let's 10 minutes. Let's get back for 10 to 9. I think that the stream will continue live. I think Steve might just put something on in the interim. Please, everybody, can we have submissions of the general knowledge round now, please, or certainly in the next couple of minutes? I'm going to take that anything not in by 44 minutes past. Let's be precise. 44 minutes past may well incur a disqualification. So please, in the next couple of minutes, let's get it in, and then at 10 to, we shall get on with round 3. Right, folks, a couple of minutes, and then we'll get cracking again, round 3 and round 4. So I think we've got a bit of feedback so far. It appears that the picture round quite tough, which is pleasing. Pride myself on a tough picture round, but general knowledge okay. So I believe that we have got the results of round 1. So we're not going to publish it right now because I think Steve's beavering away in the background. But nonetheless, we should be able to bring you the results of round 1. I think we should be able to do the results of round 2 by close of play. We may have to come back for a Strictly Come Dancing style round 3 and 4 for and the overall quiz tomorrow night, or maybe just publish later. We'll see what it's looking like. Scores are ready. So scores on the doors from round 1. Should we have a look, Steve? What's going on here? Right. So Cell Block H are leading the pack with 16. We've got Hoof Hearted with 15. He'll fix it. Jin will fix it. Very nice. Yeah, Hans with 13. Yeah, we've got 12. Yeah, okay. And then we're coming down. Lots of 12s, lots of 11s, and lots of 10s. But Cell Block H. Who is Cell Block H? Do we know? Some of my brother's friends. I can assure you the quiz is above board. But Cell Block Hale coming in with 16 on the picture round. Folks, I'll order something on Amazon later and send it over to you to try and get you through. Maybe like a desktop game of Yahtzee or something like that. I've changed, folks, gone to a Pinot Grigio 2017 from New Zealand. I'm correct. Okay, so I think if we can, Beachy, has everybody submitted now for the general knowledge round? Just bear with us while we have a look. Okay, so we've got 9 more to submit on general knowledge. If we can get. Yes, okay. So we're hearing that James Dadge and Dan Martin with some sour grapes. The scores are wrong. I can assure you that they're not, gents. Anything else in terms of general knowledge? Are we all in, Beachy, or are we waiting for some stragglers? Okay, yeah, okay, fine. So we're going to crack on with round 3. So obviously accessed again via the club website. Should be able to go. Oh, one sec. It's being made live. So the round that we're going to play now is shopping lists. Whatever you do whilst you're out, don't bulk buy. That's how bad the gags are going to get. So the aim of the game here, there are 4 rounds, or there are 4 lists of 5. It becomes quite self-explanatory, but I'll essentially ask you for a list of 5. The way that we're going to work this evening is I'm going to give you the first list, and then probably something like 2.5, 3 minutes. Then I'll give you the second list, again another 2.5, 3 minutes. Third list, so on and so forth. And then right at the end of the round, you can submit your answers. Just to say that I'm asking you for 5, not in any particular order, but you're just going to get all 5 down and correct. So Beachy, is it live? So it's live on the website now. So if you want to go and get on round 3, which is shopping lists, we're going to put 3 minutes in between each list for discussion and completion. Okay, let me just log myself back in here. Okay, so hopefully we've all got answer sheet 3 up. You'll note that there are, again, not to labour the point, but there are 4 lists with 5 answers for each list. So without further ado, if we're all ready to rock and roll, Stephen, are you ready? Okay, you're ready, Stephen. Okay, so the first list on tonight's quiz is, so the UK have won the Eurovision Song Contest on 5 occasions. There are 5 other countries to have won. Oh, it's not live. It's not live. Beats you. Saying it's not live. So I'll do the list first. I'll read it out. So the UK have won the Eurovision Song Contest 5 times. So name the other 5 countries to have won it on 5 or more occasions. Don't worry, we won't start the timer just yet until we know that it's live. Beachy, how are we getting on? In the back end. In the back end. Is it in the front end yet? So, folks, it's going in the front end now, I'm led to believe. Okay, so try now, folks. Try now. Answer sheets should be ready there. You just can't get the staff, folks, can you? This is around for Jordan Irons, whose knowledge of Eurovision is worrying, actually. It's actually worrying. So at this stage, we should have the answer sheets live. Okay, so we should have the answer sheets live now. So in which case, we'll crack on. So first list on tonight's quiz, just for the avoidance of doubt, the UK have won the Eurovision Song Contest on 5 occasions. So we're looking for the 5 other countries to have won it on 5 or more occasions. So do you want to start the clock, Steve, and we can rattle through here. Perhaps one of the more devastating effects of coronavirus actually was the postponement of Eurovision, in my opinion. So some of the greatest of all musical acts coming from it. None better, though, in my opinion, than Alexander Rybak, who I believe won it back. He won it back in maybe 2010ish or something, with Fairy Tale. Lovely track. Cheers. Yeah, great track. Wasn't a huge fan of last year's winner. If I'm honest. Not quite Eurovision for me, but there we go. What's my favourite winner of Eurovision? Do you know what? I'm going to struggle to answer that, Stephen, at risk, and not from a personal reputation point of view, but at risk of compromising the integrity of the quiz. I'm going to struggle to answer that. Yeah, answers to come later on that. One of the biggest bemusements for me is why Australia is still competing. Why are they allowed in? I don't get it. I don't understand. But there we go. Thanks, James. Okay, so I'm hearing that one controversy in the first round is from James Dadge because he listed the Stanley Cup and the Ashes. Well, James, I'm afraid you've got to listen in life. You've got 2 ears and 1 mouth, my friend. You've got to listen to that question carefully and follow instruction. You won't go far wrong. Okay. I'm hearing from Michael Beachley took great pleasure in marking it incorrectly. So okay. Well, shortly move on to list 2. But just to clarify here, so again, we're looking for 5 countries who've won Eurovision on 5 or more occasions. So Liam Wright, coming with it, it's embarrassing. I assume that's on a personal perspective, Liam. It's not going to be available. There's one here for you, Liam. There's one here now, just coming up right for you. So don't worry, don't worry. Something for everyone in one of Stephen Fielding's quizzes for sure. So here we go. 5 seconds to go, and list number 2. So what we're looking for now on list number 2 are the previous 5 winners of the Masters. So it's one of golf's major championships, and we're looking for the 5 previous winners of the Masters. Which, of course, please start, Steve, start the timer. Which, of course, is another victim, sadly, of coronavirus. Likely, I believe, to be played in the autumn time of September and October. My favourite sporting event of the year, no less. We're looking for the last 5 winners of golf's The Masters. Vici in the back end here, suspecting foul play in respect of question 3 in the general knowledge round, because everybody's got it right. I don't think so, Vici. I just think it's a very famous song. I think it's a great song, great track. So a couple of minutes. Yeah, absolutely. So a couple of minutes left with this one to discuss. Anything, favorite golf course that I've played, or just in the world generally? Well, favorite golf course that I've played, I can tell you what's not my favorite golf course at the moment. It's Withington Golf Club, which is akin to a trout farm right about now. Bit of an ongoing dispute with the Environment Agency about the fact that certain floodgates were left open. The course is in ruin, and frankly, it's just unplayable. Real big fan of Stanford Golf Club. Great test. Can't hit it left, can't hit it right. You've got to be straight down the middle. Which is why the likes of Phil Shimmin would really struggle around Stanford. Happy to give Phil a game up there anytime and take £100 sterling off him. In the world, I think any golfer probably says that St Andrews, the old course, isn't their favourite course. It's probably a little wide of the mark, home of golf, where everybody wants to play. So we've got a minute left before we move on to the next list. So just a reminder that we're looking for the last 5 winners of Golf's Masters. For the avoidance of doubt, for anyone who's not a golf person or bod, that's the competition in which the winner is awarded a green jacket. Played at Augusta National in Georgia, usually in the April time, but obviously that won't be happening this year because of the outbreak of COVID-19. Very popular winner last year. But to be fair, they've had some very popular winners in recent memory, actually. There's a few on this particular list. So we've got 20 seconds left. Lovely drop, that. Lovely drop. Okay. In 10, so we've got 10 seconds left. So, okay, so bet for list 3. So list 3 for anybody, this would have been up right up John Birch's street, but I think he's had too many technological issues. After registering to play 6 times, I think he's had to drop off. But list 3. So we're looking for the 5 longest motorways in the United Kingdom. So I was going to say, are we looking in kilometres or please start the clock, Steve. I was going to say, are we looking for this in kilometres or miles? But I suppose it doesn't really matter. So we're looking for the 5 longest motorways in the United Kingdom. It is as simple as that. Not in any particular order, as I said before. And Stephen, please don't ask me what my favourite UK motorway is in my favourite UK motorway is the M67. Very short, very quirky. In fact, I think is it the shortest motorway in the UK? It's got to be, hasn't it? Got to be. It's got to be. It's 4.3 miles, the M67, for anybody who's asking. I'm sure there's plenty out there. Favorite motorway services, Sandbach. Got to be Sandbach for me. Because do you know what? It's a poor service station, but it's when you know you're home. You know you're home there, don't you? At Sandbach services. I've never been in actually. I just like it because when you drive past, you know you're nearly home. So Sandbach for me. How about you, Steve? Lots of shouts coming for Gloucester and Peel services here. Anybody on Facebook Live, please feel free to chip in with your favourite UK motorway service stations. Yeah. Stafford. A lot of love for Stafford here. A lot of love for Stafford services. Best. What's Dan's best toilets? T-Base Services. Apparently, Dan Martin very familiar with the toilets at T-Base Services. One can only speculate as to why he's so familiar with the toilets at T-Base Services. Dear, oh dear, Dan. Dear, oh dear. We've got about another 55 seconds, and then we're going to head up with the last list, which I think is quite kind. The last list is actually quite kind, so I think you'll be okay with that. So, a lot of love for Gloucester. People liking Gloucester services. I have to take a trip there. Oxford services getting a bit of a shout. Justice. That's somebody who's travelled all the way to Portsmouth to watch City get called off. Oxford services, lovely. Okay, 5 seconds left, and then we'll move on to the final list of round 3. So round 3, final list here. So dead straightforward, particularly for any rugby fans out there. We're looking for the national flowers of the United Kingdom and France. So the United Kingdom, for the avoidance of doubt, I mean, I'm sure we're all over this, but you never know. Jay Riley is playing. Yeah, start the clock, Steve. Jay Riley is playing, so let's just explain this. United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and then France. So we're looking for the national flowers of England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and France. We could have done all 6 nations from the rugby, but nobody cares about rugby, so why would we do that? I'll await the furious backlash from James Dadge on Facebook in due course. So whilst that's ticking away, I'll just run through the 4 lists that we've come through here. So we've got the UK have won Eurovision 5 times. So this is list 1, answers 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. Should be the UK have won Eurovision 5 times. Name the 5 other countries to have won it on 5 or more occasions. List 2 being name the last 5 winners of golf's the Masters. They should be answers 6 to 10 on your NC. And just for James Dadge's benefit, we need the first name and the surname of the golfer there. Is that okay, Dadge? Lovely. Okay. List 3, 11 to 15, we're looking for the 5 longest motorways in the UK. And list 4, the national flowers of the United Kingdom and France being England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and of course, France. Favourite flower? Oh, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that debate. God Almighty, not yet. God Almighty. Anything in the back end? Anything in the back end to be aware of here, chaps? Okay, lovely. So one of Steve's friends from work, very complimentary. So thank you very much. We do appreciate. Nothing else in the back end. Yeah, well, perhaps one. So Gemma, right, very, very good contribution there, Gemma. Perhaps one just for fun, to try and on the side name 5 things that you can't get from a supermarket right now. God, Morrison's is desolate, isn't it? Morrison's is desolate. The queuing system outside. God Almighty, I thought I knew how far 2 meters was, but obviously not. Okay, so with it nearly there. So the time's up. So conscious, so we'll just make sure everybody's got enough time. So we give everybody just a couple of minutes just to wrap up answers in the answer sheet. So just to quickly remind people, in case they haven't got it, 1, the 5 nations to have won Eurovision except the UK on 5 or more occasions. 2 are the last 5 winners of the US's golf or golf's Masters. 3 are the 5 longest motorways in the United Kingdom. And 4, the national flowers of the United Kingdom and France. So if everyone just wants to finish up and submit in the next couple of minutes, that'd be great. Going down smooth, that. Going down real smooth. And then we're moving on to round 4, which is our final round of tonight's quiz. So, oh, hold on. Stephen doesn't have a round 4 graphic. Oh dear, Stephen. What do we employ you for? What do we employ you for? I'm hearing that we don't employ Stephen. That's absolutely right. But we do let you play in the second team, which is surely payment enough given some of your bowling. So I'm trying to think what the market, given your bowling, the market value of that must be £1,000 a week. God Almighty. Okay, again. Stephen's just giving me a bit of stick saying that he'll remember that when I want all of his second team players. I'm sure you will, but I'll still take them. So, okay, how are we looking, Steve? Back end there, how are we looking for round 4? Okay, so Steve's fine. He stopped flapping for round 4, so that's good. So if we can all hit submit on round 3, and if we can access the final Google Doc for round 4, which is going round. Oh, it's going live shortly. Beachy, come on, you're killing me. I thought we'd rehearse this, Beachy. I thought we'd rehearse this. Oh, it's live. It's live. It's live. I'm hearing it's live. It's live. Okay. So, folks, you can go onto the website now and access Google Doc 4. Please, if we can get the submissions of it 3 in pronto, that'd be great. So, round 4. Round 4. Pick and mix. It's a pick and mix. Can we have an update on submissions, please, Beachy? Oh, so everybody submitted. Very well done. Very well done, folks. So we're on to round 4 then. Yeah, another couple of Vinos, looser the better. I'm not sure that's the case. I'm not sure we want to go down that road just yet. So round 4, right. So pick and mix. So for those who've not played this before, this is broadly a way to get sort of 3 categories into one round. So tonight, Liam Wright and Jay Riley, please do brace yourself for the second of these pick and mix. Okay, just make sure you've got the defib on standby. The first of the 5, so the first 5 in pick and mix are advertising slogans. I'm going to give you an advertising slogan, and I need the massive corporates who are behind the advertising slogan. Sorry, I can hardly do this without a straight face. The second lot of 5 relate to works of William Shakespeare. Sorry, I'm just thinking about J. Riley's face. Works of William Shakespeare with alternate letters missing. So when we get to that, if anybody's watched the game Pointless, you'll get this, but you're going to see 5 works of William Shakespeare, and they have alternate letters missing, and we just need to know which play it is. They're all plays, spread across all categories, I believe. So we've got some. I think there's a tragedy in there, a couple of historicals, and a couple of comedies across the Shakespeare works, and then the last 5 are based on quiz show trivia. So there's a bit of trivia about some of the best loved game shows and quiz shows in UK television history, I suppose. So without further ado, we should crack on with round 4. I hope everybody's got the answer sheet by now. So just for the avoidance of doubt again, accessed on Mottram Cricket Club website. So you can access it on the website. Round 4, let's click on. First 5 are advertising slogans, and we'll crack on. The first is Ideas for Life. So which big corporate has an advertising slogan, Ideas for Life? Okay, so a bit of feedback from James. There's a lot of glare from my forehead. Yeah, I'll take it on board. I'll take it on the chin. I've got no hair on my head. You want to see my back, James? There's plenty on there, let me tell you. Yeah, sorry, yes. This is a family quiz, Stephen. Okay, number 2. So we've had number 1, so Ideas for Life, number 1. Number 2, It Won't Let You Down. So number 2, It Won't Let You Down. Did you see that? I was seamless, wasn't it? Me giving the nod to Stephen then like this. Okay, so we've had what? We've had 1. We've had Ideas for Life. 2, we've had It Won't Let You Down. 3, The Power of Dreams. 3, The Power of Dreams. Stephen, if we can just keep professional in the background there, that'd be great. We're not done just yet. Thank you very much. So again, we'll rattle through them. 1, Ideas for Life. 2, It Won't Let You Down. 3, The Power of Dreams. Number 4 is Reassuringly Expensive. I can hear chatter. I can hear chatter in the background. They've obviously had a few too many beers, folks. Going awfully unprofessional in the background. So that's 4. 4 is Reassuringly Expensive. Okay. So again, we'll rattle through. 1, Ideas for Life. 2, It Won't Let You Down. 3, The Power of Dreams. 4, Reassuringly Expensive. And 5, dead easy. Got to be easy, hasn't it? Loves the Jobs You Hate. Loves the Jobs You Hate. Number 5. So they're the 5 advertising slogans. Okay, so let's just rattle through those again, because this is one of these. I suspect that there might be a bit of head scratching at home. There might be a bit of head scratching at home to these, just because you probably heard me just trying to connect them with the big brands. Let's just give a bit of time here. 1, Ideas for Life. 2, It Won't Let You Down. 3, The Power of Dreams. 4, Reassuringly Expensive. And 5, Loves the Jobs You Hate. Okay. So I think that's the first set done and dusted. I think we've probably enough time. But you obviously got time to think while we move to the rest of the round. But here we go. Liam Wright's favourite round. This it's got to be okay. So we're on to works of William Shakespeare with alternate letters missing. Stephen, can we see? Okay, so here we go. So number 6 is blank T blank E blank L blank. That's blank T blank E blank L blank. Number 7 is blank W blank L blank T blank N blank G blank T. That's blank W blank L blank T blank N blank G blank T. Oh God, number 8. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Blank W blank G blank N for Norman, blank L blank M for mother, blank N for Norman, blank F blank E blank O blank A. So 8 again is blank W blank G blank N blank L blank M blank N blank F blank E blank O blank A. 9 is blank U blank I blank S blank A blank S blank R. So 9 is blank U blank I blank S blank A blank S blank R. And number 10, bottom of the shop, is blank E blank I blank L blank S. That's blank E blank I blank L blank S. So there you go. I will run through those once more before I move on, but my mouth's really dry after that. Yeah. So marking wise, just whilst we're going through this, happy for people just to comment in terms of how they want to proceed. But in terms of overall winner of tonight's quiz, we're going to come back for a second results show tomorrow, just because the marking is going to take a little while. Do people want us to run through the answers this evening, or do we want to postpone the answers to the results show tomorrow night? What's that, Stephen? Oh no, no, yeah, don't have the answers on graphics. Don't worry, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. So yeah, if you can comment as to what you prefer, and we'll sort of act accordingly. I mean, I appreciate that there'll be lots of busy schedules on a Sunday night, given the circumstances, but you know, who knows? So we'll just run through these once more then. So 6, right, is blank T blank E blank L blank. 7 is blank W blank L blank T blank. N blank G blank T. 8 is blank W blank G blank N blank L blank M blank N blank F blank E blank O blank A. 10 is blank U blank I blank S blank A blank S blank R. And 10 is blank E blank I blank L blank S. So they are the alternatives. So what I would say is I'm going to leave a couple of minutes just in case anybody wants to mull those over in the next few minutes. Just grab somebody's phone or something and just quickly write that down. Okay. Well, do you know what? Do you know in which? So I'm hearing that Liam Wright's done okay. He's got 4 out of 5. Studied it in year 10, 11. I'll tell you what, Liam. Tell you what. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I'll direct my skepticism towards Jay Riley. Jay, how are you doing, pal? Not so well, I would imagine. Okay. So they are the works of Shakespeare. So I think we'll move on to the last. Okay, so we're hearing at the moment that it's a bit of a split, but mostly answers on the results show 8 p.m. tomorrow night. I think that's what I'm hearing. So, yeah. So, okay, well, let's just see if we get a bit of a wave of tonight. But if not, we'll come back with a results show tomorrow. Like I said, like Strictly, but crap. Okay. Seamless as ever, my laptop has locked itself. Let me just unlock. And we'll move on to the last 5 questions on tonight's quiz, which are based around quiz show trivia. So question 11 on tonight's quiz is, and there's a TV show, a TV drama coming out shortly about this. Who cheated their way to £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So who cheated their way to £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Absolute scandal. Absolute scandal. Yes, Steve? Okay, I'm hearing Jay Riley's fallen asleep. Not surprising, really. Not surprising. The attention span of a goldfish. Answers tonight and then results tomorrow. Okay, is that what we're hearing? Okay, so that's question 11. Who cheated the way to £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question 12. William Stewart, Adam Hills, and Sandy Toksvig have all presented which quiz show? So William Stewart, Adam Hills, and Sandy Toksvig have all presented which quiz show? William Stewart, the man who's predominantly done this quiz show. Good quiz show that as well. Solid, very solid in fact. That's not not a format for quiz going forward. But yeah, really like that show. Okay, an absolute gimme for 13. The Showcase Showdown was a feature on which popular game show? The Showcase Showdown was a feature of which popular game show? Very difficult for me to do anything there without giving that away. So yeah. We'll just have an awkward silence for a couple of. So that's number 13. The Showcase Showdown was a feature of which popular game show? Yeah, I won't worry. 14. Okay, so a lady by the name of Gail Trimble caused controversy on which long-running quiz show? So a lady by the name of Gail Trimble caused controversy on which long-running quiz show? Again, another solid quiz show. Almost as good as the MCC quiz. Almost. Anything at the back end there, Stephen, before we move on to the last question in tonight's quiz? Nothing in the back end, okay? Okay, 13, I'm hearing from Alan Swan, Hair Swan, that he's struggling with 13. So Alan, put your ear aid in. Put your ear aid in and just turn it up. You'll get it. Mind the interference, but you'll get it. Okay. 13. The Showcase Showdown was a feature of which popular game show? That's 13. So 15. Okay, we'll move on to the last question in tonight's quiz, which is, which game show's theme tune started with the lyric, "It's only a game, so put up a real good fight"? So which game show's theme tune started with the lyric, "It's only a game, so put up a real good fight"? Yeah, so I'm hearing that there's a split. It's a Brexit vote in terms of the answers tonight or tomorrow, and I'm going to defer to tomorrow. I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to defer to tomorrow, where we can all get back together quickly and briefly and run through the questions. Now, really important here, folks. I know we're getting very, very carried away. We need to make sure that we submit round 4 so that Beachy can do the marking, and we can come back with a brief results show tomorrow. So just to run through quickly the questions on round 4. So we had, just okay, you don't need the graphics, Steve. It's not absolutely essential. So we had number 1, the slogans, ideas for life. Number 2, it won't let you down. Number 3, the power of dreams. Number 4, reassuringly expensive. Number 5, loves the jobs you hate. We then had the works of Shakespeare with alternate letters missing. So I'm not going to read the spaces here, but you've got TEL, WLT, NGT. You've got W, GNLMN, F, EOA. 9 is UIS, ASR, and 10 is EILS. And last, in terms of the quiz show trivia, we had number 11, which was who cheated their way to £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Number 12, William Stewart, Adam Hills, and Sandy Toksvig all presented which quiz show. Number 13, the Showcase Showdown was a feature of which popular game show. 14, a lady by the name of Gail Trimble caused controversy on which long-running game show or quiz show. And 15, which game show's theme tune started with the lyric, "It's only a game, so put up a real good fight." So, okay, so I'm hearing we've swayed back and we're doing the answers tonight. Apparently, that's what I'm hearing in the background, the back end. We're doing the answers tonight, and we're going to publish the results and marks tomorrow. Yeah. So James Dadge has sent a message in just to say it's great to see our friends at Broadbottom Cricket Club tuning in to enjoy great entertainment from a great cricket club with the greatest teams in the land. So thanks, James. Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed. So what we're gonna. So I think what we should do now, folks, if everybody can hit submit. I'm going to need everybody's sheets submitted, of course, before we run through the answers. So we've got 33 in. We need another 20 odd. Before we... Yeah, anybody wants any question on tonight's quiz repeating, please just drop a comment, and I can essentially reread the question. Now, I'm going to disappear from view for about 90 seconds whilst I top this up. And whilst I do that, so it's sort of a 2-3 minute break whilst we do this. Put all any questions you're reading out there, and I can do them. Please try and get everything submitted, and then we can get on with the answers and we can close for the evening. Okay, back in a moment. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right. Beachy, how are we doing on submissions? Is everybody in? Okay, that might need a bit of admin from you overnight, Beachy. Okay, so I'm hearing that we've got 47 submissions. Please, can we get the submissions in like pretty much right now, and then we can run through the answers and close. I'm going to give probably another 30 seconds, and then we'll crack on. Up to 50. We're waiting on 5:51. Okay, we're waiting on 5 or so more. Beachy, how are we doing? Are we nearly there? Okay, so we've got 51. I'm going to give 30 seconds, and then we're going for the answers. If it's not in by the time we start, then I'm gonna have to declare it null and void, just for obvious reasons, really. Diane, thank you for the kind words. It's been pretty much me and Beachy on our own, really. And to be honest, Steve's if anything, he's been a dead weight. I feel like we could have done so much more with the production had it have not been for Steve holding us back. sorry, I jest because Steve has been absolutely instrumental. So, well, thank you, Diane. Thank you for the kind words, nonetheless. Okay, so I'm calling it. How many have we got, Beachy? 53. That'll do. Listen, that'll do. For me, if you're not in at this stage, listen, we've got to do it at some stage. So we're going to do it. Okay, right, folks. Answers to tonight's quiz. And what I really enjoy about this is that I don't have to withstand the heckling of James Dadge questioning my every move with the answers. The answers will be the answers, and they will be the ones that the marks are awarded for. So without further ado, okay, the picture round. Steve, are you going to put the pictures up, or are we just? Oh, here we go. So let's just roll this. Let's roll this through a moment until we get to the cars. No, the round's correct, Steve. But I'm currently looking at drummers, and yes, I know that Dave Grohl plays a bit of guitar. I know that. We'll get to that in a minute. So okay, pause. We've got some cars here. Lovely. So number one is probably my favourite car of all time, the Jaguar E-Type. It's a Jag. 2 is a Pagani Zonda. 3 is a Ford. It's a Ford. I'll defer. I mean, I did put the model in there on my answers, but I sort of deleted it. I'll defer to anybody who was around in the 70s or 80s to tell me what the model is again. 4 is so this car is a story. This is a Lada, and my dad once went out to get a car for my mum. Told her it was going to be absolutely superb, and came home with one of those. Oh my word! What a disgrace! In sky blue, no less. In sky blue. So that's a Lada. It's a Russian model of car. It's a Russian make of car. 5 is a Lotus. 5 is a Lotus. Elise, Exige, I believe. Steve, we got some flags. There we go. So top left is Barbados. Top right is Sierra Leone. Very well done to anybody who got that. So coming down beneath Barbados is Afghanistan. 9 below Sierra Leone is Slovenia. And right at the bottom of the shop, of course, is Zimbabwe. On to the sports trophies. Sports trophies, here we go. So on the list on screen, top left, we have, that is the Stanley Cup, but we were looking for the sports, which is ice hockey. Next on the right is, of course, for any cricketer, will know that that is the urn, the Ashes. But it is the sports. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. So it's cricket. The answer was cricket there. Cricket for the next. Next along, that's the Sid Waddell Trophy, which is, of course, the World Championship in darts. Bottom left is snooker. I'm not quite sure what the title is. It used to have some sort of cigarette brand as a name, just always a cigarette brand, whatever it is. And then bottom right is the Webb Ellis Cup that nobody cares about for rugby union. Coming on now to drummers / guitarists. So 16, so top left there is, that's of course a drumming Queen, Roger Taylor, that's Queen. Next is Dave Grohl of Nirvana, but the correct answer here is the Foo Fighters. 18, top right, that is the drummer, or was the drummer in Oasis. 19 is Pete Best of the Beatles, sacked by the Beatles, of course. And 20 is The Who. You should have 20. Bottom right should be The Who. So they're the pictures, they're the picture rounds. So, Steve, you're going to put the questions on as we rattle through, or do you want me to just rattle through them? Okay, so on the general knowledge, question 1, the Grand Canyon is located in Arizona. Aperol Spritz contains Aperol liqueur, soda water, and Prosecco. The band that sang You Sexy Thing, soundtrack for Monty, is Hot Chocolate. I think everybody aboard with Hot Chocolate. Great track, great track. Where did you come from, baby? Which aired first, Ready, Steady, Cook or MasterChef? The answer is MasterChef. Original series of MasterChef dates back, I think, to 1990. Ready, Steady, Cook, 94, I think. It's from memory, but MasterChef. So, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The Sundance Kid was Robert Redford. Robert Redford. Just while I'm on, Mike, can you get Stephen a Corona, please? Can you get Stephen a Corona? Thank you. So that's Robert Redford is the Sundance Kid. So number 6, I apologise. It's a bit of a snide question, this, and I'm not really comfortable with it, if I'm honest. But number of units, which company manufactures the most tyres each year? The answer is Lego. So Lego produced those little tyres that go onto their little pieces of Lego. Sorry, crap question. I know. Which Stieg Larsson novel was made into a film in 2011? Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Mary Queen of Scots, number 8. Mary Queen of Scots was a member of the House of Stuart. Mary Queen of Scots, a member of the House of Stuart. So Scrabble, letter K. I think there's one tile in the deck, apparently. I don't know. Might be a rumour, might be right. I don't know. But for letter K, you get 5 points. 5 points for the letter K. 10, vendredi. That's vendredi. So French. Is Friday. Vendredi is Friday. So the only birds known to be capable of flying backwards are hummingbirds. So hummingbirds capable of flying backwards. 12, one of my favourite golfers, the Big Easy. So it was Ernie Els who won the Open Championship in 2002 and 2012. I think Adam Scott had a Stephen Scott style meltdown on the back nine. Cap throwing the lot. Okay, 13 of the coins in UK circulation. The 1 penny piece is the most numerous. Would love to read you some stats about how many 1p pieces there are, but I didn't write them down, so I've not got them. The Chancellor of the Exchequer during Gordon Brown's premiership, Alistair Darling. He's the fellow with the white hair and the brows. You know those dark brows, those big black brows and the white hair. Very funny fellow. And free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Is the closing to "I Have a Dream" by Martin Luther King Jr. Of course. That's round 2, general knowledge. So, I think Beachy, you've given up on marking round 2, have you? Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. We can cover that tomorrow night. But they're the answers to round 2. At round 3, okay, we've got the lists. So, Steve, you ready? Okay. So the UK have won the Eurovision Song Contest on 5 occasions. 5 other countries to have won it on 5 or more occasions are top of the shop: Ireland, Sweden, France, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. So they're the 5 countries to have won it on 5. Yeah, listen, Dave Grohl, I know he's a guitarist. Listen, we all make these little things. I believe he's done a bit of drumming at some stage, but it is Dave Grohl, and you know he's Dave Grohl, and you know he's in the Foo Fighters. So let's just park that over there for now. Park it over there for now. It's okay. Back to round 3. So we've got Ireland, Sweden, France, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. 5 countries who've won the Eurovision Song Contest on 5 or more occasions. You don't have to get it in order. We just need those 5 countries. So next up, the 5 previous winners of the Masters. So last year, you'll have seen those incredible scenes by the 18th green with Tiger Woods in 2019. Patrick Reed in 2018, Sergio Garcia in 2017, Danny Willett in 2016, and Jordan Spieth in 2015. So they're the golfers. Won a few quid on Danny Willett. Don't know if you know. Don't know if I've told anyone about that. 66 to 1 shot. Thank you very much. 66 to 1. About 400 quid. Don't worry about it. Okay, the UK's longest motorways. The M6, M1, the M4. How long are they? Very long is the answer. M6, M1, M4, M5. So, like a BMW car range, this, isn't it? And the M25. So they're the 5 answers. It's the M6, the M1, the M4, the M5, and the M25. Wait, how long they are? So for anybody who's interested, the M6 is 232 miles, and we'll leave it there because it's pretty boring, Steve. Thank you very much. Okay, the national flowers of the UK and France. So England is the Tudor rose. I'll accept rose. Rose is fine. It's Tudor rose. Wales is the daffodil. Scotland is the thistle. Northern Ireland is the shamrock. And France is the iris. Won't anybody saying iris? France, not a poppy. Okay, so that's the lists, and then we're on to the slogans. Here we go. So, and add slogans. So number 1 Ideas for Life is Panasonic. So Panasonic for Ideas for Life. It Won't Let You Down is Sure, or Sure, or Shah, depending on where you are in the Greater Manchester region. 3, probably the greatest adverts I've ever seen, The Power of Dreams by Honda. Some absolute belters from Honda over the years. Reassuringly Expensive. Is product placement. Stella Artois is Reassuringly Expensive. Stella Artois, Reassuringly Expensive. And Loves the Jobs You Hate is Mr. Muscle. Mr. Muscle loves the jobs you hate. 6 on, so moving on to the works of William Shakespeare. So 6 is Othello. 7 is Twelfth Night. 8 is Two Gentlemen of Verona. 9 is Julius Caesar. And 10 is Pericles. Pericles, number 10. Well done if you get number 10. 10 was tough, I think. And then the last 5 on the quiz. So number 11. Wait for the video to catch up. You should have had. So who cheated their way to £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Major Charles Ingram. The Charles Ingram, fine. Major Charles Ingram was the gentleman, not Tenwick Whittaker or whatever he was called, but Major Charles Ingram. Lovely. Number 12, William Stewart, Adam Hills, and Sandy Toksvig have all presented 15 to 1. It was William Stewart's baby, I believe. So that's William Stewart on 15 to 1. The Showcase Showdown was, of course, Mr. Forsyth's domain on The Price is Right. I nearly said Play Your Cards Right then, but it's The Price is Right. The Price is Right for the Showcase Showdown. Gail Trimble caused controversy on University Challenge. I believe the controversy was to do with whether she was a student or not. But yeah, she was disqualified along with her team, rightly so. And the last question of the quiz was, it's only a game, so you put up a real good fight. It's Big Break, of course. Stephen Scott, our very own John Virgo, in the background with that terrible, terrible waistcoat. Okay, so that's that for the quiz. So yeah, so thanks, Michael. Thanks for reminding me. I'm just getting to that. So I think broadly, folks, obviously we're going to come back tomorrow night. We'll just publish. We might publish, or we might just do a quick video with the official scores. By which stage I'll probably bought 4 horrendously poor prizes on Amazon, and we can attribute the sort of the cash vouchers for drinks at the cricket club. Then I think really, from my perspective, before we finish, I just wanted to, I suppose, thank everybody for coming together tonight, for supporting the quiz, and for getting together. You know, it's a difficult time for a lot of for a lot of people, particularly those who are on their own at the moment, and our thoughts are particularly with those. I just want to reiterate a message that was made in the COVID-19 update, and the statement that was made by the club a couple of weeks ago, which can be found on the website. Which is, you know, at the moment we're very much in novelty phase, aren't we? We're all working from home, and you know, it's great. We've been in a week, and the novelty is still very much there. But as this thing goes on, it looks like it may well go on for a little time. And you know, as a cricket club that are supposed to be the centre of the community, I think it's important that we're there to support people. So as we go through this, to the extent that anybody requires any sort of support, there are contact numbers within that statement, and I really do urge people to utilise that. It'll be for me, Stephen, and Michael to ensure that essentially the cricket club tries to offer and endeavours to offer the support that is required through this quite difficult period. So to everyone there, please, if you need any assistance during this period, please do utilise that. And we will do it. A little quick toast again to health and happiness, and I really do hope that we all remain healthy throughout this. Usually I would feel slightly awkward about the next message, but to be frank, I don't on this occasion. So as you'll know, there are a number of, I suppose there are a number of costs to running a cricket club. And at the moment, the cricket club finds itself in a sound financial position for sure, and there are no particular concerns at this stage. But clearly, the cricket club is in a position where it cannot bring in any income. There is no income coming into the cricket club at the moment. Couple that with the fact that we're out of winter season now, so we have the regular running costs throughout the winter. But we're now into summer, where broadly we will prepare the ground. And we obviously, because John has retired as groundsman, we've now employed a full-time groundsman. Now the club has made the decision to stand by the groundsman in this time. He's got a young family of his own, and we just think that the right thing to do is to continue with his employment. But of course, that adds an additional cost into the running costs at a time when we can't bring any money in through the door. So, full-on begging bowl. Well, not so much a begging bowl, but what I will say is that I appreciate that these times are difficult, not just for the cricket club, but for everybody. But to the extent that one might, if you've enjoyed tonight, and to the extent that anybody can or wishes to donate to the cricket club, there'll be a link on the website. Please feel free to do so. Any sort of contributions along those lines. I mean, I really mean it. As somebody who's played the cricket club for, well in excess of 20 years, the place means a great deal to me. I know it means a great deal to a lot of other people. So to the extent that anybody can find it within their heart to contribute, I can tell you that the money and the donation will go a very long way. So that's the donating side out of the way. Some final thanks just to reiterate. Stephen and Michael Beach again. I will labour the point. Been phenomenal. To the extent that everybody's enjoyed this evening, I'm sure that we can try and come back next week or a couple of weeks after, depending on what the feedback is, and we can do this all again. But Steve and Mike, absolutely tremendous. I'm sure that everybody can see that it's a reasonably professional job that's been put together, and it wouldn't have come together without Steve or Mike. So cheers, chaps. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you to the club sponsors who who've sort of continued to stand by the club over the years. I mean, on the kit we've got Frank Massey and Furbank Isuzu on the back, but we have a whole host of sponsors. So thank you to those people. And I suppose in closing, folks, just a message from myself. From my perspective, I think we've got a great club here, a great community spirit, but the sort of disseminates, I suppose, into the wider community. But on behalf of the cricket club, I really do hope that everybody out there is well and safe. I hope that your families are well and safe, and for me, I hope that continues to be the case. Everybody stays safe, and if you're around tomorrow night, please do feel free. I think we'll probably do a small video. Please feel free to join in and see the results shown. We can hand out some very, very suspect prizes. So good night, chaps. So we've got some credits rolling now. Little bit of humour in there, I think. So please feel free to watch the credits. But to everybody out there, good night, stay safe, and look after each other. Ta-ra. Cheers.